Today on Hidden Secrets Revealed Live, what's stopping you from getting mega wealthy? The idea is simple. Every day I go live, Monday through Friday, for about 10 minutes. We talk about digital marketing. And of course, I'm always expanding. So let's focus on what's really important here is mindset stuff. Okay, the direction you're heading, your purpose, your goals, that kind of stuff. Because digital marketing is tools. It's work. It's great to do work that you enjoy. So I'm grateful that I can do work that I enjoy. But the thing that really keeps you going is purpose, is direction, goals. Without them, we don't know where to go. It's like if you hire an Uber driver, you can't do it without putting in the directions of where you're going. The universe is like that. And by universe, I mean just existence. I mean life. I mean you as a conscious being. It's annoying when people talk about the universe. Oh, the universe will provide the universe this, the universe that. Blah, blah, blah. Just manifest it and the universe this and that. Shut up. It's you. It's you doing it. It's your consciousness. It's you doing it on a quantum level. And I'm not a quantum physicist. It's way beyond me. But I explore it. I learn as much as I can with my limited amount of education or knowledge or whatever, however you want to say it. You know, there are people that are way smarter than me. But I do explore the concepts and the ideas of quantum physics. And in the quantum realm, let's start off with this. The photons are at the same time a particle and a wave. Light is a particle and a wave at the same time. How can it be two things at once? This is like fundamental weird thing about physics that just we know is true. Light is a wave and it's a particle at the same time. However, it depends on the observation of it. It depends on the metrics you use to observe, the measurement that you use to observe. Determine what you see it as. So in other words, light is a wave until it's measured and then the particle is identified and it becomes a particle, a photon. Famous experiment. If you don't know about this experiment, look it up. It's one of the most influential, revolutionary scientific experiments that has ever happened. It's the the two split experiment. It's probably has a fancier name than that, but essentially, if you don't know this already, it's the experiment where scientists send a beam of light through a barrier with two slits. And that photon seems to go through both slits at the same time. Now, it does and it doesn't. It's really kind of hard to explain. It really is kind of difficult because it's so like, what? Difficult to explain. But essentially, the particle becomes a wave. When it goes through this slit, it acts like a wave, and it creates this wave pattern on the wall that it projects onto. So anyway, look it up, the double slit experiment. Now, the reason I go there to quantum physics is because when people talk about the universe, this or that, there is a thing called the field, the unified field, where these quantum antics occur in the quantum field. So that's what I mean by the universe, is the quantum field, the existence, the consciousness of like everything, whatever this life is, this ethereal thing that's making everything happen. I believe it's God, but I don't believe God is like an old man with a beard that punishes you and is separate from you. I believe in the God within. In the Psalms, it says, ye are gods, ye are Elohim. So yeah, I'm going there. And that's my point of this episode. That's my point of going live. That's my point of what I do here, is reaching more people with the perception of the world that I have, so that we can start a discourse about it and advance. So we can advance, so we can expand. For work, I do digital marketing. And I work with an agency called Pipeline Communications, and we get our partners double their ideal customers in half the time than it takes without our proprietary data. We do that through paid amplification. Paid amplification is paid ads, is reaching more people on purpose. It's making your money work for you. That's the major holy grail, if you will, the thing that will advance you to be rich. Now, if you know anything about me, I don't have a Lambo. I went through some economic hardships in the past, and I'm moving forward, and I'm determined to be a billionaire. And I want others who also would like and are and have made a decision to be rich to join me, so we can do it together, so we can grow together. Okay, so what's stopping you from being rich? Maybe you're watching this and you are rich, but you have your own definition of what that is. So maybe $100,000 is not rich to you. Maybe that's nothing to you, especially if it's fiat money. It's not enough. Or maybe you have $20 left in your bank account. And being rich is not having to worry. Being rich is like having, I don't know, $170,000 in your bank account. That's rich to you. Actually, that's middle class, but it's all comparative. Everything that we tend to experience is comparative. So we're always making comparisons. We're always comparing ourselves to others. We don't have to do that, but that's how we make sense of the world. That's how most people make sense of the world, is they compare themselves to others. So if you're going to compare yourself, why not choose a comparison that helps you to become the wealthy, magnificent person that you are designed to be? So when I catch myself making comparisons, number one, it makes me more grateful for the things I do have, the things I am doing. Like I look at certain living situations and I say, you know what? I know I can be living much better than this, but I love this because it's better than before. Instead of saying this is worse, your situation is worse than something else, unless you have to acknowledge that thing that you don't like so you can create something better for yourself. What you focus on is what you tend to experience more of. So there's significant philosophical truths. In other words, it's beyond philosophy. It's a thing that is true. But I say philosophy because it's Descartes that said, "I think, therefore I am." And essentially, Descartes wanted to understand like what was actually true. And he narrowed it down to, "I think, therefore I am." However, I want to expand on that because what you think about is what you become. So, if you're thinking about things you don't want, you're going to experience more of what you don't want. If you think about what you do want, you're going to experience more of what you do want. I got to wrap it up in a minute. And I know it sounds like I'm rambling. So if you can follow my thought process here, then congratulations. But when you are making the decision to succeed, to build wealth, to become successful, whatever that is for yourself, it almost always has to do with money. You always need money. You always need income. You always need cash flow. So you can't take that off the table. So you have to ask yourself, like, what is stopping me from having the income that I need to pay off the debts and to keep the debts paid off so I don't have bad debt? What kind of good debt can I acquire? What kind of assets can I acquire? And I'll just talk about this briefly. Maybe I'll expand on it more on the next episode tomorrow. But let's explore this. Your ideas about money growing up as a child are affecting you today. And I remember, I'll leave you with this story. I remember one day I was a kid, when I was a little boy, I was in a passenger seat with my dad, and we were going down the road. And there's a vivid memory, and I think it's significant. My father asked me, "What's the value of money?" Or I don't remember verbatim, but we were talking about money. And this is really the extent of conversation. We didn't really talk about money a whole lot, aside from my parents praying for God to provide what they didn't have to pay their bills and whatever. See, all of these things create your state of mind now. And for me, it was this. My dad was asking me, "Okay, what's the value of such and such thing?" I don't know, a car on the road or something. Whatever it was. Doesn't matter, because the point of it was I had no idea what the value of money was. I had no idea. I couldn't attach it. I couldn't tether it to any solid thing in my mind. And that's the battle that I am overcoming now, is knowing my value and understanding the value of money and understanding the value of who I am and assets, and understanding, attaching numbers to things. I wasn't a numbers guy. I was like really bad with numbers. And there's a connection there. There's like understanding the value of who I am and understanding the value of things. It was all kind of nebulous to me. And that's the kind of thing that I had been overcoming and I'm continuing to overcome. is knowing my value and understanding how money works. Whatever it is for you, like if you were taught that money can't make you happy, you have to question that, because the lack of money doesn't make you happy. The lack of money is the root of all evil. So I'm going to end this episode with asking you, what is holding you back from being mega rich? We'll continue this conversation tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Leave me a comment, share this, like it. I don't care if you leave a bad comment that insults me, because haters are just fans with negative energy. That's good. I think I'm going to quote that. I think I'm going to put that on a bumper sticker. All right, that's it for me. I got to get back to work. I have spoken.